budget circular, a budget call circular, where they say at every parish, leaders sit down and tell us what your development and routine priorities are. You will not get even a minister go back to a parish to sit with his own people as a villager. You will not get an MP go back to Lawiadur in his village to start a ward budget circle. Budgets are passed without your priorities, but the first people to have a budget conference at Serena are our ministers and our MPs. We are condemned people because we don't have poor people, but we have poorly led people. We are poorly led by selfish, greedy leaders. That's our problem. It's not even Museveni. It's not Museveni. Our problem are local leaders, our own brothers whom we elect, whom we bless, that ignore us when they are at the eating table. My next issue, the issue of DP, UPC, and the law, please, we are past that. Actually want to elect their most reliable, dependable leader, not a party leader. I am grateful UPC accepted me as a son, and I will forever be grateful to the people of Acholi for accepting me as a candidate. I am a good candidate. I want to answer the question of education. My dear brother, in 2013, we did a study for UNICEF in Amoro. It is called Rapid Appraisal of Learning Spaces. My dear brother, up to now, the school dropout in primary starts in P2 in Acholi. By P7, only one girl out of 100 reaches P7 in 7 years. Can you believe me? Only 2 boys reach P7 in 7 years out of 100. So our failure rate before that, 99% of our children are somewhere between P5 and P6. And most no girls who are going to be the mothers. Acholi is dead because nobody cares about the women in Acholi to groom our homes. And the worst, most painful victims of the war are women. And above all, are children born in captivity. Nobody cares about you. There's a school that was built for you called the Roe Gopadi program. Sir Samuel Becker, when I was on the board in the year 2010, lobbied by, in loving memory, Kano Chwara, they went and rebuilt Sir Samuel Becker so that you, our brothers whom we did not protect, were born in the bush. When you come back, finish primary and go to secondary.
I have to cut you.
Now, as you cut me short, you give me 4 minutes.
Yes, you're actually more for.
Okay, just allow me to give this.
Answer the question of war victims.
Yes, the question of war victims, my brothers, government of Uganda, where all MPs, opposition or not, are members, where all ministers are executive members, in 2004 came out with a national policy on IDP, internally displaced. It shows how we should have gone home. Nobody should tell you it was an accident. Government has a policy, and the person who signed that policy was the 3rd Deputy Prime Minister, General Moses Ali. Government documents are alive. We have leaders who don't refer to policy documents. We have leaders who forget about their people in consulting them, and when you don't consult your people, people make budgets that satisfy their stomachs. So me, I'll tell you, victims. Me, my mother was the first war victim in '86. She was killed on the way because people hated Acholi, and whoever was considered an Acholi on the way was murdered. We used to call Luero Road Lamdogi, for her she was in Ginger. They were told Lao had put a blockade, and they were diverted to Karamoja. We know this government had rebels in Karamoja. They were killed on the way. But nobody wants to hear a dead man, starting with their own RC system. Odunya, famous man here, his brother in Oliera, was murdered for being an RC1. Up to today, no Acholi has been compensated. Home guards. You get it? So what I'm going to tell you, the question is, what is Acholi? Acholi is an ignored nation. What is the solution? We have to demand for a federal system of governance where we shall govern based on our voices with our own problems, and the international community will help us. Because government is never going to declare us an emergency area. So my question, and when I go to Parliament, is to ask for what was in 1963, a federal system of governance where the Acholi is a planning unit for their own people with their own solution.
Thank you.